There's something you know you need to do with your life, but you keep hesitating. Here's what you need to understand. Every time you hesitate, you're still using energy. You're just using that energy to stop yourself instead of moving yourself forward. So, in this video, I want to show you how to stop waiting for the perfect feeling, push yourself through that resistance, and start making the life you keep thinking about actually happen. Because I've learned this the hard way. There have been so many times in my own journey where I knew exactly what I needed to do, but fear, doubt, overthinking, or just not feeling like it kept me from doing it. And eventually I realized nobody was coming to make me do it. I had to push myself. You see, bro, what I didn't realize was that I was still using energy, but I was using it to stop myself. And here's what I mean by that. It's not that I wasn't doing anything. I was doing something. I was thinking too much. I was worrying too much. I was questioning myself too much. I was imagining what happened if I failed. I was trying to figure out whether I was ready. I was asking for permission from other people to do what I wanted to fucking do. I was waiting for myself to feel different. That's energy, bro. A lot of energy in motion. That's draining. That's exhausting. And it's funny because the same mind that could be figuring out your next step is creating reasons why not to take it. This is why at the end of the day, we always sign ourselves off and we can blame 100 people. We can have 100 excuses, but it's us, bro. Because if you were to use that same energy into your dream, instead of having it spent debating whether you should pursue it, maybe your problem wouldn't be that you don't have enough motivation. Think about this, bro. Are you directing your energy towards stopping yourself instead of moving yourself forward? Because if you're hesitating right now, you're using energy to stop you instead of using it to gather up strength to move you toward your dreams and goals. Think about it this way. How many people who have a dream or entrepreneurs already know what to do, right? If you have something in here and you're waiting for something, you probably still know what to do, bro. Like when I wanted to be a personal trainer, I knew the next step after I decided that's what I wanted to do was to find a place to go get my certificate or diploma. And that's what I did. And I just kept taking the next step and the next step. And it doesn't have to be so complicated. When I moved from Chicago, Illinois to Sedona, Arizona, I had to buy time. So I got a hotel. I stayed there for 3 days and I made up a plan. And then I found my next step. And you'd be surprised how the universe or people help you when you're committed, when you've really decided to something. The funniest, most coincidental things happen, bro. You attract the right people, you attract the right circumstances. It's almost like the world wants you to win. The world wants you to make this choice. And I'm not saying it's always easy, but you do get help. So again, a lot of times we already know what to do, but to be even more frank, we're waiting for permission. When I wanted to live this mission and help people and coach people and motivate people to go after their dreams, I didn't think I was qualified. I remember hitting up my first mentor through Instagram. I sent him a message and I told him, Jay, I want to help people like you're doing. I really feel like I can change some people's lives just like you did for me, just like all these other people in my life have done for me. But I'm like, I'm living with my parents. I don't have the money. I don't have the status. I don't have the house. Who am I? I had imposter syndrome, bro. I had low self worth. I wasn't even giving myself the real credit I deserved from going from an alcoholic to what I became, you know? And he replied, are you kidding me? And I freaked out a little bit. I'm like, what does he mean? Because I asked him, like, should I pursue this? And he replied, are you kidding me? And I asked, what do you mean, bro? And he said, go, go, go. All caps, exclamation points. He's like, dude, go do it. Do it now. I remember getting emotional at that time because I didn't think I really had it in me, even though I did. And I was just asking for permission for what I wanted to do. If this is you right now, bro, go, go, go. There, you have the permission. Don't waste more time. If you've worked on yourself for such a long time, if you've healed, this and that, you can help so many people change their lives. You can help them see their own potential, see their true power. Who else is a better person in the job than you? I'm telling you, bro, you know what to do. Don't wait for permission. If you're a content creator, you know the next step. You just got to post, right? Maybe you got to make the call. If you're in sales or if you're trying to launch your business, maybe you need to do the launch for your product, for your coaching program. Maybe you need to learn a skill. Maybe you need to just get back in the game and get back to work. You can spend hours mentally fighting a task, bro, that It might just take 30 minutes. When I made my first course, I was fighting myself because I kept making all these excuses and it was really for nothing. Once I sat down and actually did it, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. But I was afraid to fail. I was afraid to be ridiculed, criticized. What if my course was trash? What if it wasn't good? What if it didn't help people? And I was wrong. Those thoughts were wrong because it definitely did. It's just funny the kind of thoughts that we have when we have all these beliefs about ourselves that are limiting, that don't help at all. All this conditioning that we've grown up with, right? I'll end this point with this. You're exhausted, but not always from doing the work. Sometimes you're exhausted from fighting yourself about doing the work. I love these quotes that I think about often. One is from Gary Vee. He says, shut the fuck up and just do the work. It's very simple, direct, but it's true because it really is telling you to not pay attention to those voices. Or this other guy, this other artist, his name is Nems, Nems. And he said in one of his songs, he says, fuck all the doubt and just do it. And it's like, bro, what are you overthinking it for? If you mess up, you'll fix it. If you fail, you'll correct it. You're good either way. You can't get it wrong. You can't fail. Only way you can actually fail is if you give up, if you quit forever on what you're trying to do. It could take 5, 10, 15 years. When you really decide that you don't give a fuck how long it's going to take, you're just going to keep showing up again and again and again. That's when you know you're really committed. You don't care about the sacrifice, the price, whatever comes with it. You know you're going to win. Another thing I wanted to go into is to utilize this time efficiently because the opportunity is going to come. The situation, the event that's going to change the whole trajectory of your life is going to come. But I need you to be ready for it. Train before the opportunity comes. You know, athletes, they don't wait for game day to become great. They don't wait, at least the top cats, the people that are really, really the best. They don't have an off season, bro. They practice beforehand so that when the opportunity arrives, they're already prepared. Because who you are in practice is who you'll be when it's time to perform. If you stay ready, you never have to get ready. If I were to record one video every 3 months, I'm always going to be restarting with my skill set. I'm always going to be restarting with my flow. I've been creating content for like 10 years, man. And that's why I can speak the way I do. If you're an electrician and you're the best, it's because you've put in the time, the experience, you've made the mistakes, and you know what it takes to be amazing or phenomenal at your job. You don't wait till the opportunity comes. And I've been there too, bro. I could have done, before I became a trainer, I could have done a lot more to be ready. Thank God I was okay. And I was able to have some success with that, with having my own personal training studio and training clients. But I could have done better. And I'll admit that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, study, do what you got to do, bro. Don't wait till the opportunity comes and then start training. I've been listening to Tim Rover, I think, yeah, that's his name. His book Relentless, and he talks about the way Michael Jordan trains, and a lot of these cats they want, the summer off. They feel like they need it. Not Jordan, not Kobe. They trained every day, bro, in the off season. I'm pretty sure it was every day, and that's what made them different. They weren't afraid to put in the extra work, and they worked on the details, the wrist movement, bro, the agility, all these little details that seemed insignificant, but working on the small details is what made them great. And they did it when everybody else was resting, when they had permission to take time off. Now, I'm not saying to burn yourself to the ground, but I am saying that's the difference. They wanted it so bad, and they knew what it took. And they got trainers, and they didn't wait to be ready for the games. They were just so dialed in. Their subconscious, their body just took over. Their instincts were killer because of all the work they put in outside of the games. They trained harder outside of the games than in the actual basketball games that they played. And that's what I mean, bro. Bring that mentality into entrepreneurship. Because, bro, your life has an off season too. These 20 view videos might be your off season. The business nobody knows about yet might be your off season. The months when you're barely making money might be your off season. The season where nobody is applauding you might be your off season. And this is where I'd make it personal with YouTube. You've been making videos when the views weren't there. Maybe you've been learning thumbnails, titles, hooks, retention, and what your audience responds to. These Again, small details. Maybe you're like me and you're pursuing 50K subscribers, but you don't wait until 50K people are watching to become the creator capable of serving 50K people. Practice now. Stop asking yourself when your opportunity is coming. Ask yourself, if it came tomorrow, would I be ready? Be honest, bro. Because in all reality, that's a deeper message of this video. That's why it's push yourself, make it happen. Because you don't push yourself if success is guaranteed tomorrow. You push yourself because when your moment finally comes, you don't want the reason you miss it to be that you weren't ready. So stay ready. Grind, learn, obsess with whatever it is you're trying to build. Do the work, bro. Go so deep into whatever topic you need to learn about. For example, if you're not really good at knowing what's a good title, make the research extensive when it comes to that. Study that, get books on that. When I learned sales or just helping people heal themselves, I learned so much about that. I took courses, I read books, bro. I did everything I could to get better at what I did. I got coaching myself. That was priceless. Having that one-on-one with somebody, I'll never forget my first coaching call. It helped me see so much. But that's what I'm referring. Are you willing to study that one thing for 2-3 months and know the inside and outs about it so that you can really know your craft, so you can really improve your skill set? I can't tell you how many videos I've recorded. I don't even know the number, bro. Right? But I've showed up and I've hit record so many times. I've learned, I've invested in myself. My most recent investment was 1K into a YouTube mentorship program. I'm not going to let money be the reason why I don't get what I want. Who has your knowledge? Who has what you need so you can get ahead? Now, I'll end today's video with this. Whatever you've been hesitating on, stop spending your energy fighting yourself. Take that energy and put it into one move today. Make the call, post the video, start the business, learn the skill, get back to work, get whatever you need, whatever tools or necessities you need to take that next step. You don't need to know when your opportunity is coming. You just need to make sure you're becoming the person who's ready when it does. And if you know limiting beliefs and fear are part of what's been making you hesitate, I created my free audio training Limitless to help you break through those beliefs so you can stop fighting yourself and start putting that energy towards the life that you're trying to create. The link is down below. And no matter what, bro, do not give up on yourself.